You doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So what's on your mind?
I'm actually hiding in the closet right now. I'm trying to get all this sound, but I wanted to let Black brothers know that not all of us um, sit in the female echo chambers and listen to each other and take each other's advice. Some of us step out and listen to what the men are saying, and we are trying to do what the men want us to do or what men require from us. And besides the weight loss thing, eat right, be pleasant, be approachable, don't be combative, be traditional, all these things. We're listening. Some of us are listening. The only problem is that we have some things that are stacked against us. Like me, I'm a single mom, and that's with me. And so men are being told, don't approach single mothers. And I'm like, oh
Well, let's hold on. Let's how did you become a single mother?
I was married actually. I
Okay, so
was
you was married.
Yeah, I'm divorced since 2015. So here's the thing, some of us are single mothers, but we were in relationships, long-term relationships and marriages. And with every single mother, there's a man that made her a single mother. So I'm not trying to argue about this. I just wanted men to know that we are not all bad. And there's single mothers out there that actually want love and want men, a husband, but they're being told don't approach single mothers because they come with baggage.
Well,
And
let me ask you
and
a question. Let me ask you a
mm,
question. Have you tried to talk to single fathers?
you know what? That's my desired. Uh, that's my preferred man. So if I'm on a dating show, if I wanted to get on a show, there's a popular YouTuber that's doing a dating show. I've always wanted to get on it so I could request for a single dad because I believe in blended families, and I think I can take on other babies and I can love other kids. But I've been watching every time I go to Walmart to shop, grocery stores, I've been smiling and maintaining eye contact,
Hmm.
but the men are scared. They look at you and they're like, why are you smiling at me? So I've been trying to encourage our black men to do the cold approach, but they don't want to do that too.
Yeah,
Um,
because of how some of the women respond. Like if a guy, like for instance, these guys are so traumatized now that they don't want to do anything. But what I'm saying is like, what circles do you hang in? Maybe you can meet men like that who have shared interest. And you got to understand something. When the message is about single mothers, it's not your situation. See, we talk about the single parenting rate in the black community. You would fit like the 20%, the ones who had a child in a relationship, marriage, etc. The majority of what they're talking about is the women that just being reckless. Know this
mm,
guy is no good and still procreated with him, right? Unfortunately, you may get caught up in that, but I've always said this: single mothers need to get with single fathers. Prime example:
yeah.
I had my children, right,
Hmm.
when I was single.
Hmm.
I was trying to date women that didn't have children. You know what ended up happening with that? It didn't work out because they never really understood why I had to deal with my son's mom and my daughter, all that. But then when I end up, let's say, meeting my wife, she had, children. I had children. It worked out so much better that way.
Oh, that's what I want.
And so that's why I'm a firm believer of single dads need to get with single mothers.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
bring your family together and then do it that way.
Hmm.
Now, if a man don't have a child, then
Mm.
I don't think he should be going into a situation with a single mother.
No. No. Mm.
If a woman don't have a child, I don't really think she would get involved with a guy that's a single father. But it's a little bit of leeway there. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The single dad, 9 times out of 10, don't have custody.
Yeah.
So if he's a good man, he'll have that child every other weekend, 1 month out the summer, every other alternating spring break, his Christmas break. Like if he just really stick to the schedule and he's adamant about sticking to the schedule, it's
Mm.
still not like he got the child 24/7.
Hmm.
So it's a little different when a woman comes into a guy that has a single. But I still say single mothers, single dads, get together, blend families,
Yes.
have a great time. I do not
Hmm.
never said that single mothers didn't deserve anybody. I just say you just need to get with single fathers.
Yeah. And that's what I hope hope for. I just, some of us, because we're single moms, we have to work twice. I have two jobs, so I work night shift and then I do a side hustle during the day. So even
Oh,
meeting a
you don't have
man is
time to
hard.
date.
Yeah, but I want to.
Yeah, but you
Um,
don't have time because you're working two jobs.
yeah,
The only
just
date
so
you're
I
looking
can
for
pay
is
the
is
bills.
a good shower in the bed.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. So there's
I
a
know you
lot of
do.
us that are out there that want a genuine man and desire to be married again and do a better job this time.
Right.
But I just don't know where. I feel like all the men are hardened, and I don't want to die alone with it. Crazy.
Well, let me ask you a
Um,
question. Oh, I'm listening to you. Where are you originally from?
Africa, but I live in New Jersey.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I don't like the term Africa. What country?
Okay. Uganda, it's in the east
Yeah,
part of
I
Africa.
know where Uganda is. It's right next door to Kenya.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you Ugandan.
Yes.
Was your husband Ugandan?
No, African American.
Oh, okay, okay. And how long were y'all married?
10 years.
10 years.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. And has
And
he? Go ahead.
and 10 years. And I'm still attracted to African American men. I love my black brothers.
Why not? I
Um,
mean, you're a black woman. Why? No, why did you? I'm curious. Why did you say that?
because I don't know. I don't date. I haven't dated an African man, even though I'm African. I tend to gravitate towards
But what's? But
African
can
American.
no, because now you got me curious. What's the difference? I mean, other than culture, of course. Other than culture, what's it? What is the difference? Is it a cultural thing that you like about Black American men
Yes.
over maybe, or what is it?
Oh, yeah, it is a culture thing. When
Okay, it's
you
culture.
when you do with an African American man, I don't know, it's because of the way they're raised. When you do your wifey duties, you are appreciated. You will get a thanks, babe, or or help. With my people, there's this thing whereby you're supposed to do it, so you don't even get a thank you. If I make an
I've heard that. I've
yeah,
heard this is what I've heard. Women all
yeah,
over the world have said Black American men are very caring. They're
yes,
very helpful. They're
yes,
nice, and all
yes,
kind of things I've heard from women all over the world about Black
yes,
American men.
yes. They are all of that. Um, with my African men in general, it's there's no appreciation for you being a wife. They just they would. I don't know. I've had girlfriends of mine that actually complain about their husbands who are African, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. I I don't know what to say.
So
I
well,
just tell them,
look, so look, what you saying? Them brothers liking that in the chat. I mean, I seen one brother say he a single father, been raising his son by himself since he was 2. So they got some single fathers in there. But see, so you being a Ugandan woman, you see the appreciation for Black American men.
yes,
So now do y'all understand why brothers are traveling? Cause see, brothers don't be hearing that about themselves within our own community. And if
they,
we do hear it, the women are attacked. They're called pick me's. Have you ever heard that
yeah,
term?
oh yes, oh yes, and also Black American brothers are good in bed, but
Okay, okay, all right, got you. We'll take your word for it. We got you.
they are, but yeah, so they really appreciate the work you do as a wife, but but I have a feeling they're getting hardened. They're all turning red pilled, and you can tell. You go out on a date, and as soon as they start talking, you're like, oh my gosh, Yeah, so we're struggling with that. In the
Well,
meantime,
I've told guys this:
mm,
the learn from people's experiences, but give every person their own chance, right?
yes.
Like I don't, because I heard one time some woman was talking about dating, the guy was just rattling off red pill things, and I'm like, bro, that woman don't even want to hear that, bro. They just want to talk to you. Now that's
Yes.
for you to keep in the back of your head, like certain things that you hear from women, see from women, etc. Don't just rattle off, talking about, well, have you watched this content creator? Like, I don't know that dude, and why do you bring it up? you know?
Yeah. One of them was actually telling me, "Do you know why black women are the least picked on dating sites? Do you know why y'all when I go on a dating site I get 300 hits and y'all get 7 hits. Do you know why that is?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but I'm not on any dating site. So I feel like they are on this mission to teach us and tell us all these things, and yet we're just looking for love. I mean, we are teachable. Some of us wanna know what's wrong with me or what don't you like about me. I'm open to you telling me what you think is a red flag in me, but not a
On a
whole
first
sermon.
date?
I mean, yeah,
No, no, no. Nobody should be analyzing you that hard on a first. They don't know you enough to
I,
analyze you. Other than
and
that, you didn't say something foul, or you didn't like playing. You watching your phone. The whole time
yes,
you on the date, you doing this all the time. Like, okay, if it's something like that, I mean, certain things. But like for me, I think you should be, the man or the woman should be attentive to each other, ask certain questions, just enjoy your time. You
yeah.
know what I'm
Most
saying?
dates are supposed to be like mini interviews. and
Yes,
and and sometimes
yes.
when they find out I have 4 kids, they're like, oof.
Ooh, ooh.
And then I have to explain, and I'm like, yeah, but I
You
still
have
have
4 kids
room
with your
for love.
husband.
No, I had one that I wasn't married to, and 3 with my husband. Here's the thing, and that's one of the things that
When
drops.
hold on. Now the tale thing got interested. Hold on. So you had 3 with your husband. When did you have the one without your husband?
After my marriage, that was
Oh,
about
okay. Oh, okay.
in
Well,
20.
hold on. Why weren't you with that man?
That's a great question. He was an African American man, and we dated for 6 years. And I got pregnant during that time, but he did not want to get married. And he said marriage is so hard. He doesn't know anybody in his family who has been married. I was like, then let's buy a house and move. He's like, no, I don't want to do that
But
either.
sister, that's not the Ugandan way.
What's not the Ugandan way?
You laying up with a man and not getting married.
But we're in America. You do as the Romans do,
Oh no,
right?
no, 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 no! You don't throw away that great Ugandan culture because you come here.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, now let's say you back home in Uganda.
Hmm.
What would the people say?
But in Uganda, there's marriages are still there, but they're not. There's a big population that are not married that just move in and live together. Although the desired outcome is marriage, um,
Right.
some people can't afford it. Um, so not every couples in Uganda are married. I was waiting. I was waiting for him to be ready, but I got pregnant in the meantime, and so
Hey, let me ask you a question. How long were
yes.
y'all messing with each other before you got pregnant?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah, I got pregnant 2 months when we started dating. Yeah, I was. Yeah, we were. You know how new couples are.
No, I do
They.
not. No, I do not. No, I do not. No, I
Uh,
don't. Because I was a man that always afraid of child support.
oh, by the way, both my exes are not on child support because I don't believe in child support. I'm not trying
Good.
to make myself look good, or that's not the. That's
Well,
not the.
that's good. But I was just trying to. Okay, so you're with the guy, you barely knew him because in 2 months you don't know nobody. I thought you maybe was with him like about a couple of years and then it happened, but like you say after 2 months. So you got pregnant, you had the baby. Then what happened? He just didn't want to
Then
be with
we,
you no more.
no, then we moved in and continued to live together.
Y'all lived together for six
And
years.
yeah, yeah,
But he wanted to be ghetto married and not really married.
yeah. I mean, I believe that when why buy the cow when you get free milk? I believe that he was comfortable and we had everything we needed. So why go ahead and do all of that? Maybe just some men are not motivated, and I'm not trying. My
What
desire
what
is
what
not.
you just what you just said why he wasn't motivated. You admitted it. Why would he be motivated? You had a whole baby and you moved in together. What more do he need to do?
To go ahead and seal it and we continue our lives together. That's what I was hoping for.
No,
Um,
no, no,
yeah.
no,
Anyway.
no, no. I'm just the reason why I'm talking this way because it could be some young lady that could be in
Mm,
the chat right now
mm,
that could be in
mm,
that same situation. And
mm,
and I and I don't want no young lady. I got daughters. I don't want none of
mm.
my daughters just living with a man because he's not 9 times out of 10 he's not gonna marry you
Yeah.
because you're not in separate rooms.
No.
Let's call that what it is. But to each his own. Okay, so you have 4 children.
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes it a little different. How old
Yeah.
are these
And
children?
uh, 15, 13, 10. That's in the marriage. And then the 6-year old.
And the 6-year-old.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
You got
I,
one or two options here. I'm just trying to come up with a solution. And you say you're 54?
no, I'm my age right now.
Did you say that?
No, I am 42. I'm turning
Oh,
42
okay,
this
I'm
year.
not looking at you. I don't know why. Okay, you're 42. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, 15, 16, 17, 18. And you got 13, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what's hard for us. We're getting older. Men are not approaching us. We've tried everything. We dress up. Some of us dress up and make sure when we go to the store, we smile. We maintain eye contact. I do all of that, and I get this weird look, like the men are like, "Why are you
I'm gonna be
smiling?"
I'm gonna be honest with you, sister, because I just have to be. Let's say the man look at you and say, "Oh man, yeah, 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 yeah." You go on a date, you're like, "Okay, cool, everything vibing," and then you say, "Yeah, you got any kids?" "Yeah, I got 4." I mean, that it's gonna take a special man to say I
Yes.
want to take on 4, or you can just maybe wait a little while till some of them kids grow up to get about 18 or something. When you see you say, "Oh, my kids grown," and then
Yeah.
then you just have the 6-year-old.
I think by that time, the dating environment will be worse than it is right now. It will be harder. So I'm very hopeful that I will find somebody sooner, and to let them know that I have 4. But I live with 2. I live with the girls.
Whoa,
Um,
whoa,
and
hold on, wait. Now it really got interesting. You got 4, but you only live with 2 of your kids.
yes,
Why?
because the my ex-husband was an amazing father.
Right.
So we split the kids. So he has the boys, and I think he's doing a
Oh,
great
so he
job.
has your boys.
Yeah, I think he's doing a great job raising the boys.
Good. No, 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 no. I applaud that. I really applaud you for letting him have the boys
Oh,
because only
he's
he can
he's
teach
amazing.
them to be a men.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm glad you did that because a lot of these
Ye-
single women won't do that. They won't say no because this is how I feel. Boys should go live with their fathers, of course, if they're good men and responsible, etc. Not nobody that's an idiot. But when they get about at least about 10 years old, I think they need to go live with their dad
Yeah.
and let the dad take them from 10 all the way up. I mean, that's if you have a single mother situation. Okay, so it's a little different. Okay, so you got 4 kids, but you only live with 2.
Yeah.
So you
And
live with you live with what the
the
13 year
girls,
old?
the 13-year-old and the 6-year-old, and the dad, the boys, he's taking them to all these practices, all these things, and I'm the one who gets the boys for one day on Sundays, one day a week, and I get to love on them, kiss on them, check their nails and their ears. Um, but then I hand them over back to their dad. And so it's working out, but men don't, for the
Well, hold
most
on, hold
part.
on, hold on, hold on. Now that you said that, 2 kids isn't bad. You got 4, but you live with 2.
Yes.
So to me, you got a little bit more hope there. Because when I just to be honest with you, when a man has 4 kids, say whoa. But that's why when they ask you how many kids, you say you tell them, but they say, but only 2 of my kids live with me, my daughters, because my sons are with their father. Is because, and all you got to tell them the reason why they with their father is because I can't teach them how to be a man like he can. So that's why my sons are over there, and it changes the game a little bit because like 2 kids versus 4, because a man thinking I gotta provide for these kids. How am I gonna provide? Like what do you do for a living?
Yeah. The thing about it though is that most when you go on a date, the men won't allow to go past that. They as soon as they hear the 4, or when you're chatting, they hear the 4, they lose interest. They're like, "Ooh, child."
Yeah,
I
but
can
you're
always
gonna have
tell.
to learn how to lead that in to how many kids you have. He said I have 2 children that is my daughters, but you have to explain it some way. Say yeah, I do have 4 children, but only 2 of them live with me. You got to
Yeah,
quickly say only 2 live with you.
yeah.
Because a man here, if you leave it at I got 4 kids, in his mind, oh shoot, she got 4 kids. How? So what do you do for a living? You say you
Who
work 2
that?
jobs, right?
Hmm.
So what do you do at your jobs?
I work for Home Depot, which is
Yeah, I know who Home Depot is, and what's your second job?
hair. I do locks, so that's the side
Locks.
that
Okay.
that's the side hustle. So I'm making sure that all the bills are paid because I'm not receiving daddy government is not helping me, and I don't want that.
Right.
I want my daughters to see me work, and so that they could learn from me because I know they're watching me. They watch every move I make. Um, so I just have to make that sacrifice. But I keep telling the man, I will make time. Don't worry about it. I might have 2 jobs, but I'll make time. And they're like, so
Hold on. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, ask a question. Are you in America? Yes, she's in the United States of America.
yeah,
Like I
in
said,
New
I don't
Jersey.
know if anybody is interested in knowing. Do you want to leave your Instagram so maybe somebody can contact you?
Yes, yes,
Tell people
absolutely.
tell people your Instagram.
She's SHEASER 81. Uh, she's it's formed for my best friend used to call me Shiza. She would add Sheila and Caesar together, and so I took that name. So it's Shiza 81. Um, but yeah, I've been struggling on the dating market. I've been celibate for over a year, trying to hold out and wait for that man, and I'm hoping that I've been, waiting for that cold approach
Oh,
in stores and
okay,
everywhere.
so y'all go to her Instagram, and before I have to go, who filed for the divorce in your marriage?
Me.
Why?
Oh, I knew it's coming. Not online. Yeah. I So here's the thing. If I was speaking to you one on one, if I would tell the reasons why, but online I feel
Just give
like
us a short reason. Just a short reason. Say I filed for divorce because of this. I don't need the whole story because it'd be all day. But just give me the short version. Like, what's the main reason you would file for divorce?
okay. So you know how most marriages they hit the they hit that snag at 7 years. By
Yes.
9 you're dragging, you're struggling.
Uh
By
huh.
10 you can't do it anymore.
Okay.
Um, so by
Oh,
10 I was really really unhappy. We were struggling financially in every way. We I really don't
did he
want to
want the
back.
divorce?
I'm sorry.
Did he want the divorce?
No, no, he didn't. And I felt like, I hate
Let
using
me
the
ask
word
you a
feel
question
like.
now. Let me ask you a question. After you left your husband behind, you're not being happy.
Yes,
Okay. And the life you living now.
yes.
Would do you regret filing for divorce?
What was the question again? Would I what?
Okay, the life you live in now,
Mm-hmm.
based on the man that you said that he didn't want the divorce.
No.
You did.
Yeah.
Do you regret filing for divorce?
Regret. Um.
Yeah.
No,
You don't regret
because
that.
no, I don't like being single. That's the part I miss, the loneliness. Um. It
But you had
especially
a
the
husband though. You wasn't single. You could have went to counseling.
yeah.
Did you go to
I
counseling?
no. I just
So,
spoke
but
to
what
him.
about your four? What about the three kids? You think they didn't need a dad there every day?
I wasn't thinking when you. I was 35, and I feel like I was feeling like my life is going by quickly, and I'm unhappy, and I could start
So he
afresh and
didn't.
make
So
it.
let me ask you a question. He didn't. He wasn't beating you.
Oh no, no, not at
Okay, he
all.
wasn't beating you. Financial struggle happens to all couples. Trust me, it
Yeah,
do. He wasn't cheating on you.
no,
Okay, so nothing that you could say he really did to say just because you wasn't happy.
yeah,
I
it
don't
was.
listen, sister. Listen, and as a man, I'm trying to understand women. This I'm not happy deal. As men, it throws us off
Yeah,
because we as men try our best. We really
yeah,
do, and
hmm,
we don't have it all together.
hmm,
But to me, happiness is an emotion, like anger is. Just as much as I can get angry, I can get happy.
hmm,
And just as much as I'm unhappy one day, I can get happy. Because you had, from according to you, I'm based off of what you say, you had a good husband. So much so that you letting your boys live there with them.
yeah.
Not on child support, etc. You working two jobs in Home Depot and doing hair. That's you doing a lot of work. But if you was with him right now, you wouldn't be working this hard, right?
We were struggling financially. I was working at Walmart at that time.
Is he
We had.
struggling right now financially?
I don't know his finances right now. I really don't.
Well, what does he
He
work?
Uber? No, Lyft. Lyft. He
He
works for Lyft.
lifts, and
He does.
he that's all he do is lift.
Yeah. So yeah, so we were struggling financially, and I really didn't want to. I don't want to make him look bad at all because he's never done me wrong at all.
But I'm just saying,
I
finances. Like if you come up with a plan, like finances are going to come, they're going to go. The key is trying to come up with a plan.
you know
Sometimes you may
as
struggle for a year. Sometimes it could be 2 years struggle. But you come up with a plan to say, hey, we can do this, we can do that. But we don't need to be throwing. I'm just talking to the audience. We don't need to be throwing in the towel on our marriages when nobody's beating nobody, nobody's cheating, nobody's doing nothing wrong. Because I know financial struggle is the number one reason for divorce. I do know that, and after that would be adultery, right? But we need to stick because you think our grandmothers and grandfathers always had it. Yeah, trust me, your family from Uganda, so you know good and well people were struggling. My family struggled. My family grew up poor in the United States,
hmm
and my grandmother and them and grandfather stayed together to the day my grandfather died on both sides.
hmm
It just as people, we don't need to be throwing in the towel behind no money, man. Cause money come and go. We need to stay with our families. I'm
right.
just I'm a big about proponent of families and children. Children need their mom and their daddy. You know what
But
I'm
would
saying?
would you encourage a couple to stay together just for the kids' sake, even though they're at each other's throat?
But you
I
didn't say. But okay. But you
yeah,
said that the man didn't beat you. The man didn't
no,
cheat on you. The man didn't do things that we could say, oh yeah, we get it. You
hmm,
mad about y'all arguing about money. But
yeah.
sometimes when money dries up, sometimes you got to change your lifestyle. Sometimes you got to start lessening the things that's costing us money. Maybe we may have to pull back on the spending. Maybe
Mr.
we need
Philip,
to pull back on some things that's causing more problems.
Mr. Philip, do you believe that there's some men out there that are just not motivated to do anything or to
Yes.
grow or to,
Yes.
there's no drive. So you start to
Yes.
lose respect, then you start to be unhappy and fight
Oh,
more.
wait. Okay. So you saying that your respect came from him not providing?
It starts to go that way. And as now I'm single, I get to read about these things. But I remember, I know for a fact that I did what they call hypergamy. That was
Yes.
me. I was like, I can do better than this.
Mm.
At 35, I was like, I'm still young. I can do better than this. And
And
I
in the
packed
end,
my
in
thing.
the end, you didn't do better.
I don't think I'm badly off. I am debt free. I'm disease free,
You're
and
not.
I'm
You're
drama
not.
free.
But you're not married.
Yeah, I desire that so
Exactly.
much.
So you left and thought you can do better, and you haven't.
No.
I'm not beating up on you. I'm just going off of what you say, your story, and I want to prevent young women from making these same mistakes.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Finance. Listen, I get it, but if a man don't have get up and go by himself, y'all should have figured that out a long time ago before you even marry somebody. I mean, a man's hustle and a man's drive is something you just got to see before you even decide to walk down the aisle. But you was already in a long term marriage at that point,
Yeah,
so y'all supposed to work that out some way, form, or fashion. I don't
right.
know how, but work that part out because these streets ain't got nothing in it. They got women right now saying they don't have no decent men out here.
Yes.
They got men right now saying there's no decent women. That's why they traveling.
Yeah.
So it's on both sides.
Yeah,
So when
that's
you
true.
do have a husband or you do have a wife, don't throw in the towel behind. Well, I'm just not happy and I'm gonna file for divorce.
I'm gonna do better. This time, I believe in second chances, and I believe it. I really want that second chance at love. I hope that I do better. I hope that I don't, I
But let
don't
me tell you
fuss.
something else. You may not like what I'm about to say.
Okay.
You believe in the Bible?
Yes.
Okay. You left a marriage for something that the Bible doesn't even teach. Why a legitimate reason before God to leave a marriage? See, in the Bible, it don't teach leave your marriage because you're not happy. It say
Right.
leave your marriage if your husband or wife commits adultery. Correct?
True. Yeah.
Or let's say if your husband is beating you and beating the kids, and that's definitely not protecting you in the eyes of God. So yes, the Bible definitely would be on your side. But I say this: a lot of women today, 75% of them leave marriages for things that's not even in the scriptures that you should leave a marriage. So this is why I think they have a hard time because they left a marriage in the wrong way, out of the desires of God. So that's just kind of how I look at it. So that I'm not happy deal. I don't think that you're gonna be blessed by doing that.
Hmm.
I'm just talking about just people who do that in general. You did what you did. God it can give you a second chance. You ask God forgiveness, all that, and pray that He send you somebody good, and hopefully the next time they understand financial difficulties gonna come. But this not I'm not happy deal. That can't cut it.
Yeah. I was one of those people. I remember
Yeah,
saying it a lot. I remember
yeah.
saying it a lot. I stopped caring. I stopped wearing lingerie. I stopped all this. I just,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
become
You pull back.
roommates.
You left him before you left him. You pull
Yes.
back. Yeah,
About
because
six.
that's just unfortunately that's how women react to things. You pull back. You don't do nothing with your husband no more.
Nope.
All that. Then if the
Yeah.
husband end up cheating on your behind, then you're gonna say he wrong, but you were wrong because even the scriptures teach that you do uh, uh not be intimate with your husband or your wife except for the time of you on your monthly cycle or
Period.
sick or
Yeah.
something like that. So
Yeah.
so even pulling back and there was no reason to just because I'm not happy, so I'm gonna punish him. I'm gonna punish him in this manner. And this is why a lot of these men are saying, "What's the point?"
Yeah.
Because the man that it wouldn't even spend no years with you, in 2 months got a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem doing it for him.
Yeah. I know all the mistakes and all the wrongs I did. Then during this single time, I did a lot of reading,
Oh, I know you
self-reflection,
did. I know you
and
did.
and I
A lot of
realized
self
that I was
reflection.
the
Oh, I
problem.
know you're an expert now. You're an expert now. Trust me. You're not gonna probably make the same mistakes now.
No, I'm planning on doing better. My plan is to do better. And hopefully I can.
And I pray that you do better. I pray that you do better. I pray for you, sister.
Thank
I
you.
pray for you, and
Thank
may the
you.
Lord bless you and keep you. So thank you. I appreciate you for coming up.
Thank you, Mr. Phil.
All right, all right,
Bye.
all right, ladies and gentlemen. Um, unfortunately, I see other people in the back chat, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get up off of here. Let me get this off the screen here. I'm gonna have to get up off of here because I need to. I actually need to go to the grocery store do some other things. But it was a good conversation. I'm gonna have to clip that one and put that one up by itself because there was a lot of lessons learned about just things in general that I'm still even learning things about. And it's like all this "I'm not happy" deal. Man, fix it. That's not it. If you got a good man, he may not be perfect, but stick with him. He the father of your kids or something like that. There's nothing out here in these streets. Nothing. And you leaving your husband for just off of I'm not happy. That's not what the scriptures teach. That's not what the scriptures teaching. Most black folks run around here talking about they believe in God and reading the Bible. So why you not following that part of the Bible? Our grandmothers and grandfathers stayed together for a long, long, long time. You think they was happy every day? No. They had issues and problems. They had financial struggle. Some black people in America was going through freaking Jim Crow. Well, they were Jim Crow and the Klan and everything else. You think that was happy times? Hell no. But now, because of no-fault divorce, you can walk in and say, I'm just not happy. And 75% of the marriages just in America ends off of women filing. Men don't want to be divorced. Men want families. When people talk about passport bros, men want family. Y'all don't understand that? Men want families. Men do need women. We don't walk around here saying, I don't need no woman. We do need women. And when we get married, we want to stay married. We don't want to just leave on any old thing. And don't do that. If you are married, don't do that. Don't be pulling back from your husband and punishing him in certain ways and all that. Because some men can endure it and some can't.